talk about this guitar solo from the J.D. McPherson song, Scandalous. It's in the key of D, it's a 12-bar blues. There's 4 great licks to get you through the solo. Let's get started. All right, so this is a special request from one of my channel's members. This is going out to him, and I hope everyone can learn a little something from this. It's a great example of a modern song that is really going back to the 1950s rock and roll guitar playing at its core. So we're in the key of D. It's a 12-bar blues. The opening lick is as kind of a variation on what I call the Grady Martin. This little, but he's getting in another note there. He's doing it on the 13th, 12th, and 14th fret, F, B, and A. So it's kind of like a B half diminished chord, but we're doing this over a D chord. So what we have is the flat 3 of a D chord, the 6th, and then the 5th. There are times where I thought maybe he was doing this, which is just taking this F at the top and putting it down on the 4th string, but I'm pretty sure it's this voicing. See that? And he's just putting a little stink on it, so he's just bending it a little tiny bit. Right? So over that D chord, it's like a D7. All right? That lick goes 3 times, and then he's going to a D triad on the 12th, 11th, and 10th fret, and then collapsing that finger to the G chord, right? 12, 11, 10, and then 12, 12, 12, back to the D chord. That's for the first 4 measures of the 12-bar blues. We're on that D chord. When we get to the G chord in measure 5, we are going to be playing the top 2 notes of the G chord on the 1st and 2nd string, 10th fret and 12th fret. Let's get our 5th of the chord and the 3rd of the chord, and we're sliding into it. Right? That's right on the G chord. Collapsing that finger down to the 12th fret and 12th fret, going back and forth, adding the 6th of that G chord. So it's right? That's over that G chord, the 2 measures of the G chord. So the first 6 measures of this solo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then it goes right into this D minor pentatonic scale. Straight down that scale. Bending on that F. He does that lick, same lick 2 times. Which brings us to the last 4 measures of our 12-bar blues, which is a measure of A, a measure of G, and then 2 measures of D. And what he does here is what I call the Chuck Berry bend. Bending on the 12th fret, holding down the 10th fret with your 1st finger, 10th fret, 10th fret of the 1st and 2nd string. Third string is doing the 12th, and that note is being bent up to this A. 2 times. He does that all the way through measures 9, 10, and 11, ending on this D lick again. That's kind of reminiscent of this the first lick, where he goes. Down to the G chord, and that's just the triad, but I'm breaking it into 2nd and 3rd string, and then 3rd and 4th string. All right, so that solo uses so many good little nuggets of information. If you break this down, this is 1 lick, this is another lick, this is a 3rd lick, and this is the 4th lick. You can play, besides the G chord, over the G chord thing. This works fantastic over the G chord because you're playing a double stop G. Whatever rhythm he does there. Again, you know, I don't necessarily do guitar solos note for note. I like to get the gist of it, get some of the main licks, and then I like to do it my own way. But certainly hitting some of the key elements of a guitar solo is really important. You know, when you play Bill Haley and the Comets Rock Around the Clock, you kind of have to do that beginning part of that solo. That's a signature lick. And I watched a number of videos of him, of JD playing this live, and he plays the beginning of this pretty consistently, and I probably watched 4 or 5 live videos. He plays pretty much this exact same thing, and then it starts to vary here. He gets a little more loosey-goosey with the last 4 measures, you know? So take your time working your way through this. Enjoy the different little licks here, you know, and you don't have to do this. You could just do this. I wanted to go, that's what I thought it was. When I first heard this, I thought it was this A and F down here. That's how I heard it, you know? Which would be, but I'm pretty sure it's this. Have fun, take your time doing this. Again, make it work for you. If there's part of this that's a little too tricky, or if you have any questions about the music theory part of this, you know, put it down in the comments. I'll be glad to answer. Again, have a great Christmas, and I'll see you next year.